Today I'm going to show you a technique in how to make a watercolor ocean themed skirt. We're going to go ahead and take a pair of high-waisted shorts, one of B Dancewear's high-low or angle skirt. It can be either worn at an angle or high-low. We're going to start with these basic pieces. You have to make sure anything you use, you know for sure is dyeable and will take a dye, because otherwise you could just end up making it look dirty. So we're going to start with that. We're going to do the sink method using hot tap water. You can also use the pot method, and you can get the base color if you're looking for an even color with your washing machine. You're going to want to make sure and have rubber gloves, an apron because you will stain your clothes, and a spoon or something that you will not use again for cooking to stir the pot. I'm going to use some plastic wrap, some rubber bands. We're going to use some RIT dye and also some paint to get the effect. Now I've already put hot water in here. Let's put the gloves on. I got it as hot as my water would get. I'm going to start off with aquamarine to get a light blue color to the entire outfit. I'm going to put about 1/4 of the container in. I'm going to use my spoon. It's basically like an ombre effect, but using some different colors. So if you've seen our other videos, you know the basics of this. I'm going to go ahead and put the whole thing in and stir it around. The fabric will want to float to the top, so you don't want to just put it in and leave it. There's two different ways you can do it. You can start off with it wet. You'll want to make sure if you're using a product, it's good to rinse it out so you don't end up with any white spots in it. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the water out. Got an aquamarine color to start off with. And let's go ahead and pull this one out. And same here. Now I see a few little white spots, so I'm going to go back and just make sure, give it an extra dip. You don't want anything folded up or wrinkled and just shove it in there. You want to make sure that every area is going to get some of the color. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some of this out. It gives a beautiful turquoise baby blue. I'm going to start with the top. I'm going to take a piece of plastic wrap. In other shows, I've done it with a Ziploc baggie, but plastic wrap will do the trick. You want to make sure that you wrap the entire thing up. That way this portion will not dip into the color. Then you'll want to rubber band it. Nice and tight so that nothing gets in there. And we'll do the same with the shorts. Squeeze out all the excess. In the other episodes I've shown running it under cool water. You can do that before you do this. Or for me, I don't mind if it gets spotty. I'm okay with that because of the effect we're going to do. Same thing, roll it up. This will ensure the band will keep that nice color. Now, we want to start going darker. Take it a little more extreme. So I'm using some royal blue. Not a lot, just a couple tablespoons. I'm going to go a quick dip. Just starts that change right there. I'm going to bring it in the other side because I want to keep the water hot and just rinse off right where the color started to change. That way it's subtle, not a big line. I'm going to set this over this way, making sure there's no dye in this side of the sink. Let's do the same with this. And I'm keeping the very bottom stain in there because we want that to go ahead and start getting darker. Let's rinse off this one. Now with the shorts, because the skirt's long, we're not going to go all the colors in the shorts. Now we're going to go with some navy. Let's get the whole thing even darker. About 2 tablespoons I put in there. So we'll go a little bit deeper. I'm going to lay it across this way. Keep the top part out so that no dark color drips down. Let's do the same on this. I'm going to set this to the side. Now get darker color. Use hotter water. Keep it in longer. Getting it nice and dark. Making sure it gets all the layers. Now, I've taken some black powder of the RIT. If you have liquid, it's even better, but I happen to have powder. I'm going to put a little water in here, of the hot water. I'm going to mix it around. Otherwise, you'll get specks of color. And then put it in here. It was about 1/2 teaspoon, not a lot, but it'll just take that blue darker. We're going to go with the very ends dark. It's going to stay a dark blue. Like I said, you can get it darker by leaving it longer, but for the sake of the episode, we're going to stop here. We're going to go ahead and rinse this out. Stop all the color with cold water. It'll stop changing. Squeeze out all the excess water. Okay, we're going to go ahead and squeeze this all out. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Let's grab some scissors. When you cut the rubber band off, make sure you don't go through and cut your outfit. We'll take that plastic off. So as you can see, it's given us a nice ombre effect, but we're going to take it a step further. So I'm going to fold this in half. And we'll cut this off later. I'm going to take some paint. This paint has metallic in it. It's 2 different color blues we're going with. I'm going to dip my fingers in. Get just a little bit. I like to squish it around in my hand and just grab. You don't want to get too much. Makes a nice little squeaking sound there. Now it might seem dark and blotchy and you can see the outlines of everything right now, but when it dries, that'll all change. Let's go with a little of the darker. I'm okay getting some at the top. Now it's good to put, you can put a little water in it to make it a little bit thinner. And you can also get stuff called textile medium, which will make it a softer so you don't get a stiff thing. But once it dries, if you wash it with some fabric softener, it'll soften up nice. So we've added some different spots of color in it throughout it. You can go further with darker, deeper, richer colors. Then the way I would do this is I would accordion fold it like this and hang it outside to dry. What's going to happen is all the colors are going to bleed down, leaving a nice wavy line and an interesting effect. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful or have any questions, please put them in our comment section. And if you subscribe to our channel, there'll be a lot more things coming up that should be really helpful. Once again, this video has been brought to you by bdancewear.com, where all of our costumes come in over 200 colors and are handmade in the USA.
If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more great videos on everything dance, please click the subscribe button.